What next? When are you getting married? When will you have kids? What are you going to major in? What career path are you going to choose? At every stage of our life, we have to make these decisions to figure out what we are going to be in the future. And people around us constantly put pressure upon us, asking one single question: what are you going to do with your life? Do you have it all figured out? What if you don't have it all together? And what if you don't have it all figured out by the time you're 20 or 30? Of course, you'll be deemed as a failure according to the society. But for a few minutes, let's consider the great Steve Jobs here. He figured out life early. He had everything any one of us could ever ask for. And yet, he was a victim of fate. So, what use is having it all figured out? Is it really something you should be worrying about? We are all programmed to take the path everyone else takes. Become a doctor, become an engineer, take the safe path, take the path which gives you more money. Even if we like something else like music or arts or anything which feels fulfilling to us but does not make any sense to the society. We are all gifted in a lot of ways. We have a lot of interests and passions and we want to pursue them all, but we just ignore them and we follow the traditional paths only to regret our choices at some point. And we are often overwhelmed by all the possibilities there could be at the end of each of our passions. But we still choose the mundane paths and the traditional paths just to be safe and to have life figured out from the beginning to the end and until retirement. We have been programmed like this our entire lives to have a plan. And although I agree having plans is beneficial, sometimes having a plan or making a plan is scary because life has a funny way of rerouting. And when things don't go according to plan, then what? What are you going to do? Are you going to just sit there and do whatever it takes to make that thing work, even if you know that it will not work in any way? Sometimes when life gives us a different direction, as long as it is connected to your core values and to your final aim in life, it is absolutely fine. My plan for life has changed over the years. When I was 10, I used to think I would become an officer, I would get married, have kids, and have a peaceful life. But plans do change. And when people ask questions like, what is your plan for the next 5 years? Or where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? If I actually tell them what is on my mind, people will think I'm crazy or just brush me off as a person with no proper plan in life. But I don't have all the answers to everything right now. And no one will ever have all the answers. And that is the beauty of this unexpected journey of life. It is okay to not have all the answers like everyone else. And we can only make plans, but we cannot be sure where we are going to be every day of our life for the next 5 years. So it's okay to be taking one step at a time. Instead of thinking of your life as chunks of years, look at it as the next few days or next few weeks or the next few months, and what progress you're going to make within the next few weeks or days. That is going to determine where you will be in the next 5 years. It is easy to make big plans for life and to imagine big things for ourselves, but to reach those goals, we need to take care of small things every day, which will then get us there in the end. Have goals for yourself, have plans, but don't worry if you haven't had it all figured out, like when are you going to finish your goals or how will you get there. It is all in the tiniest of details, and keep progressing one day at a time. Yes, we all don't have it all figured out. We have a lot of problems and issues to work through, but I'm working through all my problems and I'm sure you are working as well. And until we are actively working on everything, it's absolutely fine. Imagine you started gardening and you wouldn't know everything about the garden or how to deal with the weeds, but you will figure it out and you will get to know your way around the garden. If you're someone like me and you're still trying to figure out life, know that it is okay to not have everything figured out. This pressure to have everything figured out usually comes from our urge to compare our lives to someone else on the internet or in the friends group or in the relatives group. And everyone has it figured out. Why don't I have it figured out? This is what we keep thinking when we look at people on the internet, influencers. But there may be some 20-year-olds working towards a career, while some may be already planning or starting their families. And in the same way, some 30-year-olds have everything figured out: kids, family, career, while some other 30-year-olds are still trying to figure out their life. If you think that everyone has their life figured out and you don't, first of all, life is not ticking off milestones. It is a journey which is meant for living, enjoying the moments, learning, expanding, growing, and finding joy in simply being alive. And everyone's journey is different, and everyone can't be the Kardashians. So stop comparing your life to some influencer's life or some other person in your friends group or some other person in your relatives group. Even those people who look like they have everything figured out may not have it all figured out after all. So stop comparing yourself to others. And you are in charge of your life, and make a choice to find the things which you enjoy, the things which you want to do in your life, and keep doing them. And there is no right or wrong way of living life. So don't worry about the stereotypes and design a life that gives you meaning and purpose. And it's okay to not have it all figured out. It doesn't matter what your age is, because you'll never have your life all figured out completely anyways. Our main aim should be to enjoy life and wait patiently for life to unravel all the mysteries, all the surprises and its unexpected twists. And there is nothing wrong in having life figured out. But if you're struggling to figure it out, just enjoy each day as it comes. And as long as you enjoy what you're doing and making progress, you don't have to worry about anything else. Just remember to be kind to yourself. Surround yourself with people who will love you and encourage you and help you get going with your life. Get up and get going even if you fall, and remember, each day is an opportunity to do something you love and get closer to the life of your dreams. And I hope in this video I have made it clear that it is alright to not have everything figured out. So I'll see you in this video right here. Until then, take care.